Oh, you set their house on fire?
Put me out.
You set their house.
Hey, what's good, y'all? If you watch that video and you just watch and listen, not the context. See, you guys are too busy watching the context of things. You're not actually studying the things you watch. Like the way that you take these distractions from distractions and actually use them to help yourself, now you're learning something. If you listen to that man, he sounds like he's developmentally delayed. Either he is cognizantly developmentally delayed or he was raised in a state of development delayed. You have to understand that mental illness is largely undiagnosed. So there are a lot of you out there who are walking around who are LD, I don't know if that's socially acceptable, learning disabled, who have some sort of undiagnosed mental illness and just are emotionally, developmentally delayed. That woman in the background who was hollering and screaming, she is emotionally intelligence delayed. That's not how you act in that situation. You cannot help anything by acting that way, period. I don't care how justified anyone feels in their particular behaviors. That's why these children who had a lockdown a couple days ago, half of them were acting erratically. Why? Because they do not know how to act under pressure. Their emotional intelligence is not developed to the point where you understand just because I'm upset doesn't mean I gotta start yelling just because it's an emergency. Do you see police out there yelling? Do you see firemen out there yelling? They're elevating their voice and yelling orders so they could be heard, but ain't nobody yelling. So while she thinks she's the one being mature in the situation, she's also adding to the chaos of the situation. So now let's take that information and bring it into ourselves. And we're going to say, okay, are there situations that I start acting erratically because I don't need to be acting erratically? That's not helping the situation. Also, you have to understand, we age out of the child system. Okay, these are all systems. We age out. That man right there felt justified. He didn't do that, oh yeah, I'm about to set this like on fire, I'm about to call y'all. He didn't do that knowing what he was doing. He felt justified. When you beating on your kids, you feel justified. When you yelling at your spouse, you feel justified. When you say, fuck this job, you feel justified. When we move into a space of self-destructive behavior, this is what the Boondocks calls a nigga moment, we feel justified. That man, if you look at his face, is bewildered. Why are y'all mad at me? They put me out. Like, they were the ones in the wrong. Someone did not raise that man's emotional intelligence for everybody to look at him and he's a grown man, he should know better. Who taught him? He has probably always lashed out because he didn't get his way and nobody ever checked it. Caden right now didn't get his way. He left my room and went, and Michael did something and he pushed the chair and hit Michael with it. And Michael said, ow. And Caden was like, that's what you get. I'm mad. So I corrected that behavior. You cannot allow your children to go through life thinking that they're lashing out and their erratic behavior is okay, because then we look at our world and we look at the lashing out and the erratic behavior and we're like, this world is a trip. I don't know what's going on these days. Yeah, you do. These children are aging out of the system and becoming adults. And if no one intervened in the system to make sure that they were prepared to be adults, guess what? This is the result.